Hey, what's up everybody? Chief here. Thanks for checking out my video. Why don't you go ahead, toss the video a like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on bells for notifications so you don't miss any of my videos or live streams. Okay, so in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about update 5.5, which dropped this morning on Android, and it's expected to drop sometime in the next few days on iOS and other platforms. As everybody knows, this is actually going to be the Halloween update. It includes the Halloween event, which I'll talk about. It includes the new weapons, the cryo weapons, which are Rime, Cryo, and Glacier. These, if you guys don't know, these are weapons that basically will freeze and slow down your opponent and increase the amount of damage that the opponent takes after hitting them a certain number of times with the weapons. We also have a couple of map tweaks, nothing major. These are all just kind of in preparation for the Titan release, so I guess they're just trying to push some of the map changes out before they release the Titans to the live servers. And then there's various bug fixes, you know, that come along with every update. And in here, they did note that the special edition robots, like the Eldritch Ares, Imperial Hades, the new Ancient Tier, they are all going to receive a 5% increase to durability, and this is kind of just to make up for their not being able to use the legendary skins. Okay, and then looks like that's, you know, kind of some of the major stuff, so I'll go through each one of these, but before I do want to mention something specific that is not mentioned in the official update notes. It was mentioned, however, in the 5.5 release video that Pixonic released also today on their YouTube channel, so definitely stop by and check that out if you have not already. And that thing that it is the Shield Breaker. Yep, that's right, they decided to send the Shield Breaker to the live server. I have kind of mixed feelings about this personally. I kind of feel it's a little late for them to bother with the Shield Breaker at this point, and it's you know, and the reason I say that is because the Leech has essentially dethroned the Ares, at least in top meta. So the Ares trains are becoming even rarer than you know, than I expected them to be at this point. But you know, and that's a good thing that you know, the Ares trains were definitely a problem, and they addressed that. But it happened to be addressed with the Leech, which is, you know, something totally different that we can talk about another time. But the introduction of the Shield Breaker at this point, I think, was really unnecessary. That's just my personal opinion, and all it's going to do is bring some harm to some of the lower league robots, or, you know, other, you know, players that are not quite up in the top meta. So you know, I don't know. I think they were you know, on the right track with trying to make adjustments to the Pantheon robots themselves, which we had been testing on the test server. But unfortunately, it looks as though they decided to scrap that completely and just bring the Shield Breaker into the game. So, you know, that's something that we're going to have to, you know, just adapt and overcome. You know, and it's kind of important also to, you know, if we're talking about the Shield Breaker and its effect on the game, I think it's also important to talk about phase shift. And even though phase shift has been in the game for a little while now, the reason I'm mentioning it is because phase shift is so strong, and it is such an integral part of the current top meta, you know, very few people, at least on the top side of gameplay, are actually gonna bother with the shield breaker at this point. So, you know, I don't know. Personally, I would prefer that the phase shift and shield breaker, neither one of them had ever come to the game, but you know, that's where we're at. And I did just kind of want to, you know, talk to you guys a little bit about it. So, you know, let me know in the comments below on this video what your thoughts are on the, you know, kind of surprise release of the shield breaker to the live server. Is it something that you are going to use, or is it, you know, in your opinion, not even worth bothering with at this point? Anyway, let me know in the comments below. So moving on, let's go ahead and talk about the Halloween event. Okay, so the Halloween event, it should be starting soon. I don't know the exact date that it is going to start, but it will be soon. And it looks like it's going to be very similar to some of the more recent events, which I think overall is good. They're going to have special crates, where you just basically you complete your daily tasks, you get the tokens, and you can open the special crates. Hopefully, you know, everybody will at least have the opportunity to get one free roll every, you know, each day. But you know, inside of those crates, looking at their video that they posted today, they did show the contents of the crates, and it looks like they are going to have, you know, of course, power cells, a little bit of gold. There are components for the Leech, as well as the full Leech, the full Phantom, which I think is good. You know, it looks like they are trying to give away even more Leeches, which, and the reason I say that's good is because right now, I think the best counter for the Leech in the game is a Leech. So, you know, there's that, and they have really kind of done a good job of really getting the Leech into a lot of people's hands over the, you know, the past few events. So, you know, I think that's a good thing overall, because the Leech is such a powerful robot. I think giving more people access to it is definitely important. It's a lot better than say when the Ares was released, and you know, initially the Ares was really only available to the very few lucky people that won one, and those that dropped a ton of cash to get them. So it was basically there for the top tier clans to really just run through everybody that didn't have them for quite some time, until it finally started making its way into the average player's hangars. So at any rate, you know, the Leech is in there, like I said, the Phantom is in there, and you know, my opinion, those two are pretty much the meta right now. They are, you know, if you take a look at some of the top Champion League players, you know, they're running upwards of 3-4 Leeches and at least 1 or 2 Phantoms. So, you know, it's they're both very strong robots. They're both relatively fun to play, which is good. But unfortunately, I think we're at a point in the game again where we're not going to see a lot of diversity in the top gameplay anymore. You know, things were improving a little bit there for at least a month or so. We were seeing a little more diversity in hangars, but you know, that is definitely going away as more people get Leeches and Phantoms. Of course, in the Halloween event also is the new weapons. These are the cryo weapons. I kind of talked about them briefly a moment ago. And there are 3 versions. There is a light, medium, and heavy hardpoint version. They all have the same effect on them, and for the purposes of the Halloween event, these initial weapons are they're going to have a special skin on them, and they are called the, what did they call them? They called them the Sinister Pack. So, you know, they do kind of look pretty cool, Personally, I'm not a fan of this weapon specifically, or this idea of the weapons adding multiple, abilities to a weapon. I think the game's just getting far too complex that it's really starting to take some of the fun out of it. But the weapons are here. If you guys are interested in getting them, I wish you all the best of luck to win them. Once I do get my hands on them, I will try to put out a video for you all to take a look at them. The Halloween crate events will also have the brand new legendary pilot for the Leech. This is also kind of another controversial one, because the Leech is very strong as it is, and the pilot, or the legendary pilot for the Leech, his special ability for the Leech is to increase the Leech's speed while it's using its ability. Now, the Leech, as you all know, is a very fast robot to begin with. So now what they're doing is they're adding the speed element to the ability, which, if some of you remember, the original test notes that they had when they were first testing the Leech on the test server actually said that when you use the ability you would get an increase in speed, but they decided to take that away, and it looks like now they are bringing that back, but they're doing it by way of the legendary pilot. So, we'll see what kind of effect this has. I know a number of the top players that run Leeches are pretty much all running maxed out Adrian pilots. But let me know too. If you guys have a Leech, are you interested in picking up the new Leech legendary pilot? I don't know. I have a couple of Leeches myself. If I win one, I don't know. I might toss it on there and level it up and just to play with it. I don't know. But let me know what you guys plan to do. So let's see. Oh, and of course, in the Halloween crate is going to be some brand new Halloween paint jobs for robots. Now, one thing is quite different with these paint jobs as compared to all of the recent paint jobs that were part of these special events. These paint jobs do not appear to be legendary, so while they do look absolutely cool, you're gonna have to win them, or I guess maybe afterwards, you might be able to purchase them for gold. I don't know. But I'm not sure why they broke away from introducing the legendary paint jobs during the special event. I did kind of personally look forward to getting those paint jobs. That little 5% added durability, it does come in handy on some of the robots. But, for example, like the Mercury is getting a new Halloween skin. But there's also a legendary Mercury skin in the current operation. So if somebody is really obsessed with the way their robot looks, then they might go with the Halloween skin. But I think most people, if they get the legendary skin for a robot, they're going to equip that, because it does at least give them a little benefit to having that specific paint job. All right, so that's kind of most of what I wanted to talk about, but the main thing that I wanted to get from you as my viewers is I want to get your opinions on the Leech pilot, like I talked about. Also, let me know what your thoughts are on the brand new weapons, the Rime, Cryo, and Glacier. Aside from them looking really cool, being a part of the Sinister Pack, the ability. I mean, what do you guys think of it? I mean, is this something that the game really needed? I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts on these new weapons. Also, let me know, your thought on Shield Breaker, especially. Is this too little, too late? Is this something that you plan on using? Are you looking forward to it? If somebody would have asked me a month or two ago, I would have been saying absolutely, give me the Shield Breaker. I am absolutely sick and tired of the Ares trains, and I'm willing to sacrifice anything in order to get rid of them. But you know, that is just not the case anymore. The Ares trains are not really a thing, at least not so much in the you know, Champion League gameplay anymore. There are a few clans out there that still try to take advantage of it, but you know, with leeches and phantoms and phase shifts, you know, it's just not as effective as it once was. And you know, personally, I'm okay with that, and you know, I'm happy with that. But you know, I am, like I said, concerned with you know, how this might affect some of the older robots, or some of the you know, the non-Pantheon robots. You know, but you know, we'll find out. You know, once people have a chance to play around with it. But still, please, you know, let me know what your thoughts are. Are you going to use it, and you know, is it something that we needed right now? And let's see, what else is there? I think that's probably gonna be about it, everybody. You know, I just wanted to drop a quick video. It's actually been a little while since I've dropped a video. I've been dealing with some health problems. I'm still not doing well, but you know, I really did want to at least drop a video and let you guys, you know, hey, I'm still here. And you know, I like to talk about things within the game and how they affect you know, the average player. You know, most of my viewers are, you know, average players. You know, I'm an average player. I'm no superstar. But you know, this is something that is important to me, so let's talk about it. Like I said, let me know your thoughts on these things in the comment section of this video. And that's going to be it for the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next video, Chief out.